We'll come back to that. Let's hand over to Daniel Wahome, who's on the ground at the Cameroon Embassy. Wahome, I hope you can receive us from Broadcasting House. Over to you. Wahome.
Well, thank you very much, Sarah. Wayaki back at Broadcasting House. We are at the residence of the Consulate of Cameroon here in Kenya, like at Runda, where they hosted a public viewing event for the people of Africa and members of the diplomatic corps. People invited. It was a whole mix of people from Cameroon, basically, let's say, for the continent, for the match between Cameroon and Switzerland. And with me is the Minister Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Cameroon here in Kenya, Dr. Vivian Nain. Dr. Vivian Nain, bringing Africa together to watch this match at the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Get the story behind that.
Yes, it's the love of the continent. You know, when I reached out to the ambassadors, the heads of missions and other colleagues to join us celebrate Cameroon during their first match in Qatar, they all accepted to come. And they viewed the match with us, together with the Cameroonian community, Kenyan friends, name it. We are, half of Africa is represented here, and we're quite proud of that.
The general feeling, you know, of the people saying, we've watched this game here, and, getting to mingle with others. How important is it, for, the cohesion of the continent?
I think it's important because when we look at the number of people that were present here, it means together we can do a lot of things. And it shows already that African unity is at play. Because they could have said, we are not part of the game, we are not in Qatar, why go? But they came and they're still here with us. So I think it's something we need to emulate, we need to keep on doing to support each other, one another, wherever the need arises.
The Cameroonian community, they were here and, when they see you, they say, respectfully, madame and all that. What's the kind of, atmosphere they always get whenever they're invited for something as social as this?
Yeah. For them, it's a special day because it's not every day that we organize events. It comes us once in a while when we have our national days, or it's very rare to organize events where you have to meet everybody together. So once in a while when we meet together, it's conviviality, happiness, joy to reconnect. You can see that we lost, but we are still happy. Imagine if you're alone. I mean, the sadness would have been killing. But we are here together, we are supporting each other. We know it's just the first match, so it's all right.
What's the whole vibe, for example, because I know a lot of Cameroon socials and all that are happening. What's the vibe here?
We came to win, eh? We came to win. And for us, it's just delayed. Yeah, it's just delayed. We still have very high hopes that we are going to win in the forthcoming 2 matches. So we are very positive, yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Madam Dr. Vivian Nain, she is the Minister Plenipotentiary. She had the Cameroonian consulate here in Nairobi, and she's hosted all of Africa here. And to celebrate football, it's a game that brings people together. It's a unifying factor. The only thing that comes close to football, I would say, is music. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you. All right. And also, her deputy is here, and he's Monsieur Taleng Aristide, Deputy Consul. First of all, watching the game, I know you are moving around here and there, but watching the game, your take on it?
Yes, it was a very tough match, and I think our boys gave everything they have. But actually, there is nothing to worry about because, as we said in Cameroon, we have what we call theory danger. Now we needed to be in danger. Now that we are in danger, for the next coming 2 matches, you will see how the Lions will really roar.
You don't mess with a wounded lion, is what they say.
Actually, you are right.
And let's now, talk about the legacy program that's coming through with the stars of previous World Cups. Roger Milla is an ambassador for the Lions. You've got Patrick Mboma also doing the same, gold medalist 2000. Rigobert Song is now the coach. Samuel Etofis is a FA president. What's the kind of support they give to this?
No, I think they are bringing their experience, what we call in Cameroon the fighting spirit. They know why we didn't make it during our previous participation, and now they are trying to bring that experience. They are trying to help the young generation of players to understand that they can. Whatever the others will say, it is possible for us, and I think that is the added value that, and in addition, they have been players themselves, so they are trying to clean the whole environment of the Cameroonian football.
Well, quite interesting. Yes, that has to happen. Cameroon, considered the giants of African football. No other country has been to the World Cup more than Cameroon. Your outlook for the next two matches?
Let's remain confident. We will. The Lion will react.
The Lion will react. And the big pride of Lions, all led by Rigo Besong and also the FA President Samuel Tofis. Remember, you can get to watch all their matches on KBC Channel 1. Thank you very much,
You're
Deputy
welcome.
Consul. Well, and coming in now is Peter Taniform. He's a member of the Cameroonian diaspora, and I heard he's been given a name, Chairman. Why do they call you Chairman?
Well, I think, first of all, we came here to celebrate the spirit of oneness, and you can see we have a community here, and that community needs leadership. I naturally take my place in the community to foster that. That's why I own that title, Chairman.
Well, okay then, Chairman. First of all, your outlook of the 90-plus minutes of football between the Lions and the Red Cross.
Pardon me, come again?
Your take on that match that Cameroon played
Well,
against
I
Switzerland.
think what we have to know is football is, first of all, a game that comes with a different spirit. And you saw it for yourself that the Lions proved their worth. And I think the Lions have been wounded. If you know very well the Cameroonian team, we need to be wounded in order to show our ability. So I guarantee all of us that it's going to be different.
Okay, I can give a conversation. 1990, the Lions did the wounding. They wounded Argentina then, and they went on to win. What kind of spirit has always when the spirit of 1990, whenever it's invoked, what does it do to the people, to the team?
I think the technique of the team now is different. We don't start with the beginning. You saw how we qualified to this final. It was the last minute technique. So we came to this competition with the last minute technique, and the qualifying style will prove it. So the next match coming, we are going to use that technique. And I think looking back, we have established a legacy in the African football, and we have come this time to defend that. And I think the techniques themselves in the field makes us proud of African, but the finishing touches will get there.
All right, thank you very much. Your outlook for the next two games.
Yes.
Which way do you see it go? Do you see them going?
Well, I think, like you mentioned, the Argentina case, we have that surprise for the Brazilian and the rest. So there is hope.
All right. You can imagine Cameroon and Brazil live on KBC Channel 1.
Let's go there.
You will get there. Let's see how they play against the Seleção.
Toka pamoja.
Tuko pamoja. Kabisa.
Okay,
Merci
twende
beaucoup.
kata.
Twende kata.
Asante sana.
Sawa. Kabisa. Okay, now, next. One lady, we all have got to take care of all of this. Sheila Ilangwe, she's a member of the Cameroon diaspora. Sheila, getting invited by Madam Minister Plenipotentiary. What was the feeling amongst the community when you got invited for this event?
A feeling of patriotism. We're very happy. She always has every reason to bring us together as a Cameroon diaspora. When she brought up this idea, we're all for it, and you see how we are in our numbers to come and join and watch our fabulous team play this match here in Kenya, here in Nairobi, with all of our Kenyan brothers and sisters who joined us.
I'm sure you followed the game and kept all of it. What were the moments like out there in the tent amongst yourselves? The conversations in French, a little bit of pidgin here and there.
And English.
What was the vibe?
The vibe was very good. The vibe was very Cameroonian. We felt we were home. You could feel all the energy, the screaming, the people telling us we'll win, we are not giving up. The first half was really good. The boys were very strong. They put up a good show. They played good quality football, I must say, and they had so many chances. So the energy is there. We are still hopeful. This is not the end. This is just the beginning, and we are still in the game.
Chairman, he kept reminding, and also Madame also mentioned, qualification for Cameroon was at the very last minute.
Yeah.
What was going on when you
Yeah.
played that last qualifier against Algeria before
Yeah.
qualifying for
Yeah,
Qatar?
yeah,
What
yeah.
was everyone thinking? If Cameroon qualify, Cameroon do
Cameroon not qualify.
What was that?
It was funny because the Algerians came and won us in Cameroon, and that's one place where you don't beat the lion in his den. So we went
At Japoma.
at Japoma, and then so when they beat us, we were like, when we are going there, we have to give it and more. But then the Algerians knew, of course, it was their fief, they'll be winning. And if you saw the match, I don't know if you did, we were all playing. It was one goal, and then at the 30th second, I think 30th second, the Lions roared, and we got the goal, and we disqualified the Algerians. And I think it was a very strong sign for us, because I personally had gone to sleep, I had given up on the match. And then I woke up in the morning and everybody was screaming. That is the spirit of the Lions. So we are in this game, we are in it.
All right. Yep, the belief in the team from the people of Cameroon. Can you just describe it?
Okay, it's twofold actually. We know we have a good team. We know it's a very good team. And we are particularly proud of the team we are taking to Qatar, because we did not get to Qatar for granted. We struggled to get there. So our feeling is we will continue with that spirit. And this is just the first match. We're still very hopeful about what's going on. So that's the general feeling we have about our team.
All right. A member of the Cameroonian diaspora. Just tell us about some of your leader activities here and there in Kenya.
Okay, we do have monthly meetings. We are often here at our residence. This is our Cameroonian residence. We are always here to celebrate our National Day. We celebrate each other. The last meeting we had was with youths, and we did some football games. So we do have lots of activities that we carry on here, but mostly to foster us as a community. And you can see from the numbers we are quite many.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank
Sheila Elangwe, she is a member of the Cameroonian diaspora.
Thank
now,
you.
let me call in another member. So he's coming in, so they were all here. And bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour. All right. Let's just start with your name. You can't even drop before I just bring in Exod, who's a journalist.
Okay, thank you. So, I am Emile Eteme. I'm from Cameroon. I'm a Catholic priest. But in Cameroon, we are all believing in God and also in soccer. That's why you are seeing us here today. And it's very unfortunate that maybe we lost the game. But it's just a new beginning. Probably something else is going to happen. And what is also very unfortunate is that the guy who scored against Cameroon is a Cameroonian.
And he did not celebrate.
He did not celebrate, exactly. That's the thing. I don't know how he felt at that particular moment. But anyway, can I say that we lost the game? Yes.
No, he has to come to you and make a confession.
Definitely. I think I'm expecting him to come for a confession. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just take a look at this. People, how football cuts across. For you, for example, moving across everywhere. What's the vibe you get whenever you're posted in one country or another? I mean, as you make your movements around the world, around the continent, or where you're posted as a priest.
Okay.
About the indomitable lions.
Okay. So I think I've been in many places around the world, and I can say that soccer as such, as we call football, has given to us a very particular image, because since 1990, with what we did during the World Cup in Italy, and somehow it helped us also to brand our country and to go around. And now when I introduce myself as a Cameroonian, people do respect me, like always start calling Mboma, Roger Mila, all these big names that I watch on TV when I was still just a boy. Yeah.
And also now, that impact of those players, wherever they are, what does it have on the younger people, those who are, or wherever, people like Roger Mila, Etofis, and all that? What are some of the simple things people keep asking you?
I think that what people are still asking me is just that, when you have a talent and then you're able to develop it, you can make your life with it around it. And I think from Roger Mila, Patrick Mboma, even now we have Eto, who is the chairperson of our football federation. It's like, when something is given to you by God, after all, I'm a priest, when it's given to you by God and you manage to develop it, you can really become a great, even a great figure, not only for yourself, but also for the whole country.
All right. So thank you very much, Reverend Father. And you know how somebody's got to make a confession.
Okay. I'm waiting for Embolo to come for his confession. So I think he's listening to me. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And then journalist. Now we also have a journalist, Exod. Okay. Exod's going to be coming. All right. She rushes in. Well, one other different kid. Now, just, yeah. With just one quick one, just one quick question for you.
Yes.
Yes. Your take on the game.
Huh?
Your take on today's game.
Okay. I think the game of today was quite nice. We had a good team, and we had the new president of the federation, a new coach. So the team was quite good. Now we are waiting to see for the further matches what we are going to do. But personally, I have big hopes. I have big hopes for us.
All right. We'll be taking a little break and we'll come back and you'll tell us more about this. And also, behind me, there are some drums. Why not have a taste of the Cameroonian culture? Because in football, it's not just your hands that clap, costumes, the drums, any musical instrument is what really counts. And we'll be back.